As a young guy, you know that sleeping with different kind of women is not good for you. Committing fornication is not good for you. And you've been struggling within yourself to stay out of that kind of act. Each time you try staying out of that kind of act, you always find yourself doing that same thing that you promised yourself that you will never ever do in life again. Because even when you try as much as you can to stay away from women, you always find yourself in the midst of them. And anytime you find yourself in the midst of them, you end up having a sexual affair with them. You've been struggling with this thing. You've been struggling. You know within yourself that every being that you see on earth has a spirit. Every woman has the spirit. And anybody that you sleep with, her spirit is deposited in you. And that person that you are having sex with, you don't know the number of people that they've had sex with. You don't know the kind of spirit that they are carrying. And anytime you have sex with them, the spirit that they carry, it's a kind of deposited in you. You have sex with a lady that has bad luck, automatically you also have bad luck. Some people do testify that, oh, when I was dating this girl, I used to get contract and all of that, and oh, well, the moment I had sex with this girl, my life changed. Things started going haywire. I'm no longer getting contract. My business is going down. Some people even go as far as, ever since the very first day I had sex with this girl, my sex life went down. You've heard people giving testimonies of such. And as a young man that wants to make it in life, you've been trying your best to stay away from this, but each time you try your best, you always find yourself doing it. Sometimes you give yourself time, like, okay, I will not do this again. And all of a sudden, the women you are seeing that are this kind of women that are not your spec, and one day, boom, you come across a lady that is your spec, and the next thing you go start conversation, this and that. You start having conversation. You start rolling, talking with this kind of a person, and the next thing you observe is you start having an affair with this person. The same thing that you promise yourself that you don't want to do, you find yourself doing it again. You see, in that kind of a situation, it's very difficult to get out of that kind of a situation, because you promise yourself that you're not going to be doing this thing, but you don't know how to go about it. And anytime you fornicate with a lady, you always see the side effect of what you did. So if you feel you get married and you stop following other women, it will not work that way, because what you were doing while you were single, you still find yourself doing while you are married. The only thing is, most men do it in such a way that they don't rub it in the face of their women. They do it in such a way that their wife will not know that, oh, my husband is doing this kind of a thing. Yes, we hear people saying that, do you expect me to be eating only egusi soup? I need to test okra soup, I need to test other soup. But as they are killing themselves. So I was in church the last Sunday, and my pastor was teaching something on self-management. Yes, my pastor was teaching something about self-management. And when it came to that aspect, he said him as a human being, as an individual, he learned something that because he tend to meet different kind of women. So as he was going into ministry, God taught him something. Any woman he set his eyes on, he looks at that woman like his sister or daughter or mother. That is how he looks at that woman, with that mindset. I don't mean this church sister, you go to church and say, sister this, sister that. Like your biological sister, you are looking at this woman with the mindset of having it at the back of your mind that, oh, this woman is my biological sister. Since I can't sleep with my daughter, and since I can't sleep with my sister, because it's only somebody that is going not will have the mind to sleep with his sister or his daughter. But since him is a normal thinking human being, and he anytime he sees his sister, he has no feeling. He will then look at the opposite gender that way. Since you are not his wife, he will not look at you like a sister or a daughter. That alone will help him knowing how to roll with the opposite gender. And I sat back and I think about that. He has a point. He was right though. He is right, because if you look at the opposite gender, even if the person is your spec, but you are coming to this person with the mindset of, oh, this person is my sister, it will help you to control your emotions or feelings that you have for that person. And don't think it's going to be a one-day thing. Don't forget, the like girls that have figure 8 shape, and all of a sudden a girl that has a figure beautiful and it's your spec, and all of a sudden you because you don't want to fornicate or commit adultery, you will now start looking at this person like a sister. You will start looking at this person like a sister. It's a mind something, it's your mindset. Everything starts from here. How you look at the person matters a lot. Because the moment you start admiring the shape, oh man, what this person is carrying is actually what I like, then boom, you have created something in yourself that will make you to have sex with that person. But the moment you look at this person like, it's my sister, my sister, my sister, you want to stay faithful to your wife, it's my sister, it's my sister. And this thing alone will help you in choosing the right woman for yourself. Because once you look at every woman like a sister, then that urge of having sex with that person and other things will die. So it will be left with the potential, the internal potential that person have, that you are looking for, that will be left. Because once you approach a lady with the mindset of, I'm approaching my sister or my daughter, you are not having any feeling of having sex with that person, nothing. And then that is when you start observing some certain things in that person, things that another person that just wants to have sex with that person will not observe. You start seeing things in that person. For instance, Sister Juliet, oh, she's intelligent. I love women that are intelligent. Oh, she's business. She always stands on her ground and she knows what she wants. You know, things like that. You start observing. And if you are that kind of a person that loves women that are like that, boom, you find your wife. And if she's the kind of, if she finds you interesting and know that, oh, this person is a kind, boom, you find your wife, and you observe that the marriage and whatever will go well without any struggle. Because most marriages these days is built on sex. You know, you just found a lady, I like you, you like me, and boom, the next thing they start having sex, and the next thing before you know, they are married. And you see, the husband, the wife, sometimes the wife will suddenly say, since my husband got married to me, she has changed. Because they did not take out time to understand each other properly. So this thing, in my own opinion, looking at a woman with the mindset of, oh, this person is my sister, this person is my daughter, or this person is my mother, whichever way you want to put it, it will help you a lot in shaping your mindset towards that person and controlling that thing that is between your legs, and helping you to avoid having sex with the opposite gender. Committing fornication for those that are unmarried and committing adultery for those that are married, it's going to help you a lot. And moreover, this thing is not for everybody. What I'm saying is not for everybody. What I'm saying is for people that don't want to be committing adultery and for people that don't want to be fornicating. This message is for you. It's not everybody that sees fornication and adultery as a bad thing. A lot of people are okay with it. A lot of people see this as a normal thing. Some people even derive joy from doing it. Like I earlier said before, when I first started this video, I said, if you know that as a young man, if you know that doing this thing is bad, it has a side effect on you spiritually and physically, this is a proven solution for you. It's going to take time, but with time, if you develop yourself in that aspect, with over time, consistency and determination, it's going to help you. Sometimes a lady might come to you and you are struggling to look at this girl like, my sister, okay, this is my sister, and she's your spec. And the next thing, some girls can be very loose, and she's your spec actually. And the way she's dressed, and you are looking at her, you are trying to control your mind, because it's not easy. At first, you might make some mistakes, but don't give up. You are making progress. It's only when you fall and you decide to stay there that it's going to have a side effect on you. But when you make up your mind that this is what I want to do, I don't want to be doing this, and you keep on with that strategy, it's going to help you a lot. Thank you.